A girl that keeps looking at your Facebook or social media may be interested in you romantically. There may be a part of her that is very curious about you. And so she keeps looking at your Facebook or social media because she's trying to learn more about you and possibly find clues as to whether the both of you could connect or find clues as to whether perhaps you like her. There might be things that she's looking for that she has in common with you to make her feel better about the possibility that you like her romantically because she may not be certain about that. So, in a scenario like this where the girl keeps looking at your Facebook or your social media because she's actually interested in you romantically, which is possible, that may be what she's looking for. She might be looking for similarities with you or any kind of clues from what she finds in your Facebook or social media to let her know or make her feel more comfortable about the idea that you may like her as well romantically. So there is that scenario. Now, there's some girls who will look at your Facebook or social media because, not necessarily because they like you romantically, but more so because they're trying to get a better sense of what you as a person is like. Because it could be a situation where there might be somebody else that may be associated with you that they like. And so now they're looking at your Facebook and social media to get a better idea of how that other person is. So it might be a situation where they're trying to find clues through your Facebook or your social media to help them figure out what kind of guy this other person is. So it might be, again, it might be someone that you're acquainted with or you're actually friends with, and perhaps this person is not that open on social media. Perhaps they may not even have a Facebook. So it might be a situation where this girl is trying to use your Facebook and your social media to get a better idea of this other guy that actually she likes and she's intrigued by, but she doesn't have that much information on, or if he does have a Facebook or social media, he's not very active on it. So now she's using your Facebook and social media to try to figure out how this guy is, how this other guy is. Maybe it's in pictures that you post with you and him in those pictures, and the comments that you leave on those pictures, or the comments that, or something that he might, maybe something that you repeat that he said in those pictures. Or it could be a situation where she's just looking for perhaps any kind of clues that would indicate that he's a particular type of guy. Because again, if this is a mysterious guy to her that she doesn't really know that well, and he either doesn't have a Facebook or social media, or he does have a Facebook or social media, but he's not very active on it, or he's not very revealing on it, and you're this guy's friend or acquaintance, then she's probably trying to use your Facebook and social media to learn more about this other guy or get some kind of pointers or clues as to what this guy is like. Because she may have no real idea, especially if she doesn't have mutual friends with that guy. So that's another possibility, another scenario. Another reason why a girl may keep looking at your Facebook or social media, maybe because there might be a part of her that this might be a girl that you have interacted with in the past in some capacity. Perhaps you gave her your Facebook and social media information, but the both of you haven't really interacted that much. So it could be a situation where she's curious about you. So it doesn't necessarily mean that she's romantically interested in you. It may just be a situation where you gave her this information and she's just curious about you. So she keeps looking at your social media and Facebook just to see what you're up to as far as that is concerned. But she's an open book. She's not necessarily sure about what her feelings for you are. She's not necessarily sure whether she feels a romantic interest towards you or not. Perhaps she's trying to get a feeling of whether you have someone in your life, whether you're dating someone. That way she can just kind of back off. So it may be a curiosity factor here, not necessarily because she's romantically interested per se, but more so to get an idea of where you're at in your life. And so it may just be that kind of situation. And being that she keeps looking at your Facebook or social media, but she's not necessarily interacting with those pages, that would indicate that she probably doesn't want you to get the idea that she is stalking you or anything like that. So there's a good chance that she's relatively self conscious when it comes to that. And so she probably just wants to get the information she's looking for, just to get a feel for where you're at in your life. And then she'll probably stop doing all that looking. So that could be, those are just a few of the scenarios that you could be looking at.